What happens if you work after taking your Social Security income? Interesting. Let me go get the dogs. Hold on just a second. I think the dogs like when I do videos because every time I start, they start yapping at my heels. I love them. All right, so let's read this from Kenneth. In your book, you teach that Social Security is funny. Think of me teaching is actually kind of scary. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing. I don't know. I don't like that feeling like I'm teaching people. I think I'm just trying to inform people, if that makes sense. And I know it sounds like teaching. I don't know. I listen to Jack Spurko at the Survival Podcast, and he talks about, he's teaching people. I just don't like that. I don't know. It's always one of those things, all those words that just kind of bother me. Like I'm a teacher and you're the student. And I don't think that's the case. I think I just have a degree of understanding in certain aspects that some of you guys don't. But that doesn't put me on a pedestal by any stretch of imagination in terms of I'm more knowledgeable. It just means I happen to be aware. I'm not as ignorant. And ignorant just means you don't know. I don't think what I'm teaching here is anything you can't figure out on your own. It's just I happen to say, hey, here's a door. Let's open up the door. Now you say, I get it now. Yeah, I don't like that. But I appreciate what he's saying. And I've always, even when Jack Spurko says when I'm teaching, like, it just always kind of bothered me. The teaching, I guess, like the teacher-student thing just assumes a level of superiority, inferiority. And I don't like that. I don't know. It's just my personal opinion. Anyway. All right, let's keep going back. You show that Social Security monthly payouts are based on your highest 35 years. What if you continue working after receiving monthly checks from Social Security? If your current annual income while receiving Social Security is greater than some of the previous 35 years, would that be calculated in? Yes, absolutely. Elaine Floyd over at, let's bring her up real quick. This is Elaine Floyd over at Savvy Social Security. I interviewed her a long time ago. Hey, all right, more same-sex couples may be eligible for Social Security survivor benefits. Well, if you're married, you should be eligible. Anyway, so she talks about this. She actually was working. It's very interesting, and you should sign up for Savvy Social Security. Buddy, can I do my video? I'm just trying to do a video. Hold on. Come here. There we go. Pablo says he wants screen time. Look at it. Everyone wants to see Pablo. We just got done eating some steaks, and Pablo smells. Look, he's staring. He smells it. Yeah. He smelled the steak. We just got done grilling some steaks in the rain because I grill all the time. And he can smell it. He's like, dude, I want to look at the table. All right. Anyway, so Elaine Floyd over at Savvy Social Security. I can't remember how much this costs. Like $400 a year. It's fantastic. Everybody, look, the curse of the I like this. That's pretty good. The curse of the WEP GPO. But anyway, point being is you can sign up for this. You don't have to be an advisor. And I just think it's fantastic, especially if you're going to be advising. Hey. Advising people in terms of coaching is maybe better than advising. You're going to be a coach. I think it's $400 a year. You don't have to do it for the whole year. You don't have to do it for always, but $400, you have access to all the Q&As and everything. Finn! All right, so anyway, so let me share. So it was a divorcee, a widow, and so she had spousal benefit as a divorcee. She had spousal benefit, a divorcee spousal benefit. Whoa. She had her own benefit. Bless you. And then she had survivor benefit as well. And then she's working. And so what she said was because she stayed at home for a couple of years to raise the kids, when she's working after the age of 70, she's still increasing her benefit because she's taking out some of those 0 years that she had in her top 35 and replacing them with her income, which is pretty cool. It's not making a huge amount of money, but she's increasing her benefit for sure. So that's good. So the answer is yes, you can, Kenneth, is you can increase your benefit by replacing lower top 35 years with higher income for the top 35. Let me let them out again. Not only are you increasing your benefit, if your current annual income while receiving Social Security is greater than some of the previous 35 years, that will be calculated in 100%. It's actually pretty interesting, and Elaine talks about that. I want to see if I can't find the interview I had. One second. From September 13th, 2018. Look at that. Only got 1,272 views. I'm going to put a link in the show notes. You definitely want to listen to this because this is This is she's fantastic. She is fantastic. And all right. Anyway, so this one I still wear my monkey suit, by the way, to show how professional I was. And now I'm in a t-shirt, got dogs, haven't shaved. I have showered though. I have showered and have brushed my chops. All right, but remember, so Kenneth, I'll put a link in the show notes for that video for you all. It's a podcast. I don't do the podcast anymore. I don't blog that much. I don't do the I just like videos. I enjoy it. It's fun actually doing videos. I enjoy it immensely, which is kind of weird. Never would have thought that. What was I going to say? Oh, but then remember, Kenneth, though, if you're working before your full retirement age, you are going to get reductions in your Social Security because of the earnings test. So I would not take Social Security early before my FRA, full retirement age, be it 66 if you're born in 1956, 57, 58, 59. It'll be 66 in some months, or 67 if you're born in 1960 and beyond. I would not take Social Security early if I'm working. That doesn't make any sense to me because you're giving yourself a immediate reduction in your benefit. And on top of that, you're not getting the whole benefit because of the earnings test. Now, they give that benefit to you back, amortized over your life expectancy once you hit your full retirement age. But why give yourself a reduction? It doesn't make sense, man. So the problem is if you're working while you're taking Social Security, don't do that while you're before full retirement age. I mean, look, there's always an exception to the rule, but man, anyway. Hope this helps. Love to hear your thoughts. Thanks now.